vMix has just added a new feature, which is a free Telestrator, which is really good and really powerful and has unlimited capabilities. To enable it, click Settings on the top right, go to your web controller, make sure that Telestrator is ticked, then over down here, click Telestrator again, make sure that checkbox is ticked. Over here in your video source, this will be the output that goes to the Telestrator, so when you're drawing you can see over it, so I'm going to choose output 4. Then for your video quality, I just have 2 Mbps because you don't really need it higher than that. Once that is done, click OK, then you have your Telestrator setup. On the bottom left, click Add Input, you can click Telestrator here, click OK, and now it is enabled and you have it right here. Now that the Telestrator set up, you can right click and click Open Telestrator in Web Controller. So here I have it, I can draw on it whatever I want, and as you can see it's showing up. And you can open this link anywhere on your network, on your tablet, on your phone, and then have this Telestrator live anywhere with minimal latency. You can also choose your latency here if you want the video on or off, and also your drawing. And there's another few features that you can do. You can import custom images. Here I have an EVS remote, I have a GNOME. Anything you want you can do. Undo feature, delete, and also a full screen feature. And then you have these 10 buttons at the bottom, which are shortcuts that you can do whatever you want with. So moving on, let's close the Telestrator for a second. Let's set it up so we can draw and control a clip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a list, and I'm going to call this Telestrator _ clip. So here I have my Telestrator clip, and I'm going to go into the list, and all I'm going to do is import any sort of video I want. I'm going to do clip 1. I'm going to make sure the audio is off because we don't need to listen to it. There we go. And here in my list I have a clip, so I can play it. It's basically a clip from League of Legends. Now, I'm going to go to my settings on the top right, and I'm going to create a few shortcuts. So, whatever 10 shortcuts you have in order are going to appear on the Telestrator if you have the Show in Telestrator button ticked. So for the key control, I'm going to select none because I do not want to trigger it by any press, only on the Telestrator. Show in Telestrator, and the function will be play. And then for the input, I'm going to select the Telestrator clip, which is this list. I'm going to click OK. Title is required. Oops, I forgot. So in order to add this, you need to select the title. So I'm going to call this play. So now on the Telestrator, this will show up as the play button. I'm going to clone this again, and nice and simple, I'm going to make a pause. Pause, boom, and I need to rename it to be pause as well. Pause. So now I have a play, pause, and if I open my Telestrator, if I click OK, now you can see I have a play and a pause button at the bottom. So, as you can see, I'm currently not seeing anything and the video is black. That is because I didn't set this to be my output 4. So in vMix, I'm going to go Settings, Outputs, and make sure my output 4 is my Telestrator clip, which is going to be this. Here we go. So now when I open up my Telestrator, I can see the clip. I can draw over it, I can play, I can pause it, I can play, I can pause it. I can set the latency to be even lower, and as you can see, the latency is very good for a Telestrator that you can use for free anywhere. So now I'm drawing over it, and as you can see, I have 2 inputs, the list and everything, and then the Telestrator next to it. In order to overlay them on top of each other, there's multiple ways, but the easiest one is creating a new blank input, which I will make here, and I'm going to call this full screen _ Telestrator. In my layers, I'm going to go ahead and add my Telestrator clip in the background and add my Telestrator on top. So now, when I go to the Telestrator and put this on program, and I open it here, I can pause the clip, I can draw in it, and as you can see, nice high quality on the output of the stream itself. I can draw whatever I like. I can circle this, I can draw over whatever I like, have different images, have a tick, whatever you like, and you can import anything you want. And to import an image, it's super simple. You just right click the Telestrator, open images folder, and drag and drop whatever you like into there. And then it will automatically come up. But that is essentially how you can have a Telestrator. You can play, you can pause, you can add any shortcuts you like to rewind, go forward, and pretty much have unlimited features that you want. You can create more macros in these shortcuts that trigger other macros. You can make it have the minimap be bigger. You can make it go to the next clip, go to the previous clip. Pretty much anything you want to do, it's unlimited.